So hello everyone, welcome to my channel Q Explainer. So guys, in this video, I'm gonna explain you about software testing tree. So in this video, I'll explain about manual testing and automation testing in a nutshell way, and along with that, I will explain also about automation framework. So here we have two main branch. One is manual testing branch, another is automation testing branch. So a manual testing, we have two types of testing. One is functional testing, and that is non-functional testing. Now, functional testing means where we are checking the functionality of the application, where we are actually validating the functionality of the test cases of that critical features. So these things we are calling functional testing. Non-functional testing, here we are checking that reliability of the software, checking that some kind of performance metric, some kind of user experience. So these all are comes under non-functional testing. Now, functional testing actually has three major branch. One is unit testing. This unit testing means here we are checking the code logic. We are checking that logic properly. Every single loop, every single logic we are checking here via different kind of code scanner tool we are using in unit testing. We had some unit testing test cases. So that test case we are running here. Another thing is integration testing. Here we are checking the integration between the two different system via APIs, via different kind of WebSocket protocol. Mostly we're checking the data flows between the two system or two different modules. So this comes under integration testing. System testing, here we are checking the reliability of our application, the system of our application. We are validating the critical cases. We are validating that most practical use cases, end-to-end cases, those things we are checking in system testing. Acceptance testing, two types of testings are available, alpha and beta. Mostly we are validating that end-to-end scenarios here. Then non-functional testing. So here mostly we are checking the usability of our application, that a user can use this application very frequently and very easy way. Exploratory testing, where we are checking like here user can explore by their own. And then we have ad hoc testing. Ad hoc testing means that is a some kind of out of box testing we're doing for checking that application performance, checking the application usability, checking that different kind of scenarios, different kind of negative positive scenarios, those are not there in that BA document. Testing here in ad hoc testing. Then we have regression testing. Mostly for every release we have to do this regression testing. This is the most critical thing that we can't miss, the regression testing. Smoke testing, like before starting here, before start any testing, we have to run the smoke testing. Sanity testing, we are checking the main and critical features here. So smoke, sanity and regression, these three are most fundamental testing. That's why it is comes under root block. Then we had end-to-end testing, black box testing, white box testing, and gray box testing. End-to-end testing means here we are checking that end-to-end flow of our software or application. So suppose one software I have built it, we have many flows, okay, many critical flows. So every flow has some starting point and ending point that we need to test here. Black box, white box, and gray box, these things are actually different thing. Black box means we are checking that we are breaking the software, so checking that the software can like validating that all requirements or not. White box means we are checking that code logic. Gray box means that is comes under black and white thing mixed together we are testing. Then we have automation testing branch. In automation also we have functional testing and non-functional testing. Functional testing comes under UI testing and API testing. So mostly we are checking that checking that UI pages with the help of different kind of tools like Selenium, Playwright, or Cypress. And API testing, we are checking that all APIs are working properly or not. That is comes under functional testing. Non-functional, mostly we are checking the performance testing. We are using K6 or JMeter for putting the load and stress of the system. Then we have security testing. So we are trying to penetrate the system with it via different kind of tools like Barsuit. So we are trying to penetrate with that API. So that we are checking here. And then compatibility testing. So here we are checking that our application is compatible with that different kind of OS version, different kind of browser or not. So that we are checking here. So this thing is called a software testing tree. Now let's discuss about software automation framework. So a framework must be have this kind of infrastructure. Okay, it is not depend upon what kind of framework we're implementing, what kind of tools we are implementing, but frameworks are always should be have this kind of infrastructure. So let me tell every possible thing. First thing is testing layer. So if you see the testing layer, so here we have features. So in that feature space, we have branch of test cases. Then we have step defined. So here we have some logic of that features. Then we have hooks. Hooks means like before and after. So suppose I am writing one feature. The feature contains some 100 test cases. Every test cases have their step file, so that same steps can be reused with the different test cases or different feature file. That's why we have step definition file. Then we have hooks. So before starting these test cases, we have to prepare our environment. So for that we have hooks. Then we have test. So in the test specification of ts, here we have all test cases that we are running, and pages also we have comes under here. So this is a comes under testing layer. Then we have core framework. Inside the core framework we have fixers. If you are using Playwright, so fixer means like that is similar, like we have some branch of different kind of functions method that are using like base test. So here we have some basic method that we have our custom features. We before starting or before starting in test case, we have to write some method, some like function, so that comes under fixtures. Then we have pom.xml. So here we have all configuration, environment related configuration, global setup configuration, everything comes under this pom.xml. So it's a page object model. Then we have test pages. Inside the pages we have locators. So inside the locators we have different kind of locators there, like XPath, like CS selector, like that. We have different kind of locators with like ID, like test ID, those things. And then we have API. So for APIs we have client API test specification, and then we have reports. Report section we have HTML report, Allure report, logs, those things we have. Now apart from that we have supporting tools and data. So we have loggers. So loggers for that, for checking that failures of our test cases. We have screenshot utility file. So if that thing is getting failed or any case getting failed, then we can take the screenshot so we can check. We have data generator. So that data generator will create the fake data. We have wait helper method, so it will wait until the page is loading, so those things. And then we have test data file. So we have JSON file or we have XML file that depend upon our test data requirement. Then if we are using Selenium, then we have to use driver, but nowadays the driver is not that much used, but in old framework it is very much used till now, this driver. Then we have CI/CD infrastructure. That is the most important thing. So here we have Jenkins file if you are using Jenkins, or if you are using GitHub Action, then pipeline, then we have GitHub Action YML file. And also Docker is there, browser stack. If any kind of extra thing we are gonna use like Docker, so Docker will create the container and it will start like validating our test cases. So for that we have to use this file inside the CI/CD infrastructure. So this whole thing comes under automation framework, guys. So I hope this video actually gives you a basic understanding. I try to explain in a very nutshell way and very easy way, but if you want to learn more, then do check out my detailed video on this channel. And I hope this video is helpful for you. If this video is helpful, please do subscribe, help me to grow on YouTube, and stay tuned with my channel. And thank you guys, thanks for watching.